Hmm. 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 Ow. These are a little bright. Do not need that. I got too many tabs open. Ah, that do not need that either. I got too many tabs. Hold up. That is not a tab I need. Okay. I have too many tabs. But it's all right. It's okay. Um, okay, let me post in my disc. Oh, let me post in my Discord real quick. Oh, whoa, everyone. There we go. Start, starting. You gotta learn how to spell now. Okay, all right, all right. Publish that. Okay, I think we're all good. Oof, I think we're all good. It's a little bright. It's a little bright. A little bit. Just a little bright. Let me try. Okay, hold on. Okay, now you can actually see me and I don't have to have this in my eyes. Ow. All right. Little late, but that's okay. That's okay. Um, I was making myself some tea. So, all works out, doesn't it? Is that my dog? I'm so confused. Uh, right. Okay, everything's set. I think. A little tired today, but that's okay. Um, uh, so Gator Gabe, where's Chef? Where's Chef? That's my question. Where's Chef? Because I know he definitely wants to watch this. Where's Chef? Where's Chef? Should I ping Chef at? Yep. Okay. Uh, okay. Let me just. Whew. This is off to a very, very slow start. Hey, yo, gonna look. Have fun, gugging my gator. Bet. Thank you. Thank you for lurking, Storm. I'm so happy. Thank you. I need that so bad. Thank you. The goat. The goat. I'm gonna do the song of the day real quick. Let's do the song of the day, and then I have a couple other songs that I'm probably gonna talk about, and then we're gonna get to Gator time. But let me just quickly tell you what the plan is for this week. So I have most of the week off, actually all the week off from here on out, except I do have schoolwork that I have to do at home. But you know what that means? Way more streaming time. Way more streaming time this week. So tomorrow there's gonna be a stream definitely, and that's where we're gonna listen to Kid A. Um, listen to the first song myself, and I listened to the first song myself a couple weeks ago, and it was like, okay, I have to wait because this album is gonna be really good if that's the first song. But now to talk about an album that I listened to myself today, earlier in the day, which is People Watching by Sam Fender. Now, I had seen advertisements for this on Instagram and I had seen a few things, and I was like, I mean, the song and the ads sound pretty good, so I guess I'll give it a listen. Um, the first song is really good, and that's why it's the song of the day. The first song is really good. I will say it got a little boring. Uh, it 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 got a little generic. If I hate to say that, but it got just a little teeny tiny bit generic. Um, and so I don't remember some of a large part of the album because I got bored and I just kind of had it on. I was like, ugh. But these two songs are really good. So is TV Dinner, and then People Watching is the song of the day. What's up, hey X? What's up, D? Let's call you X. D. So I forgot what I was supposed to say. Never mind. Um, so People Watching, listen to the album, got boring at some points. So I see you. Okay. Yeah, it was I9. That's right. God, I forget. Okay. Mhm. um, but People Watching, the actual song for the title track, that's what it's called, is actually really good. And then TV Dinner, Remember My Name, and Something Heavy were really good. Everything else was kind of a bit grueling for me, at least. But I'm just gonna play People Watching. I'm just gonna play the song. Um, it's really good, and it's kind of like a subgenre that I haven't really ventured into recently. And most of the album is kind of like country pop type stuff in a way. So, but this is actually a really good song. It's very upbeat. Turn it up a little bit. There we go. Nana, can you turn that down a little bit? Oh, accidentally paused it. My bad. But dude's just got a very passionate voice with these big pianos and stuff like that, and it's very tall. I guess is the best way to describe it for me, at least, or at least the choruses. Love that guitar too. Dude's got a great voice too. It's unique. I like that. Also, the idea that the song is trying to present is very interesting. Kind of this envious almost type. Mm. Great song. Um, and then after, I mean, like, I really like the song. I really like the guitar. I really like the different pedals that they use, like the kind of like bang 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 bang, and the actual regular guitar with that piano hits as well. And it's very great singing, great chorus, and we'll say that song really intrigued me when I first heard it, and I was like, oh, this might be a really good album. Also, the album cover is kind of cool, and then the name is interesting, and then the rest of it kind of let me down a little bit, but that's okay. Um, that's the song of the day, People Watching, by Sam Fender. Another album that I listened to today was 867 by This Is the Glass House, which was one that was suggested to me by Spotify, because Spotify does that. But let me say this one was much better to me. This one was like way better to me. And it's like longer. It's longer by far than this one. But This Is the Glass House is a very small band project. With two people, it was can't say his name. Can't say his name. But it's these two guys from two different bands. Um and it's just a very good discovered on it's just a very good project um between these two guys, and I listened to the album and it's surprisingly very good. Streetlight by Streetlight was very good. So was Southpaw. Robinson was really good. October was great. There's a lot of good songs on this album. What's up, program? What's up, the program? How are you today? Um, so People Watching was a little underwhelming. The song though was very good. This album was great. And then of course I want to give a little more appreciation to Cave Town, as I cannot stop listening to their first album. And then, of course, the song Hug All Your Friends. Such a good song. Such a good song. Listened to that last time. Such a good song. Um, Still haven't finished songs I like in 2025. Got these two. Can't remember what this sounded like. Um, uh, and then what else? There was one more. Oh yeah, more Violet Pony. Want to give Violet Pony a little more appreciation as well for one of their other songs, which was this song. I don't know how to tell you that you're my best friend and that I love you. It's a very good song. It's, of course, it's completely different than Monarch of Monsters. Monarch of Monsters was a complete 180 from anything that I expected, but it was so good. And this is also very good. Violet Pony is very good at music. Say, so I'm good. Fire. I'm gonna play a little bit of this song, but it's so much different than Monarch of Monsters. Oh, feeling it. It's very interesting to me. I will say, I really like the concept. Like, this is such a cool little. I mean, this kind of explains it all, but it's very loud, though. To listen to Slime Girls on a Monarch. Hey, fair. I love the speed that it takes on. Takes on a good tempo. I've heard of them. I definitely know I've heard of Slime Girls before. Can't remember where, but I do know I've listened to Slime Girls, or I've heard of Slime Girls. Oh, my bad. Okay, maybe I haven't heard of Slime Girls, but I've heard those two words right next to each other before in my life. Because I just looked at them and they have 17,000 monthly listeners. I'm like, I probably haven't heard of them, but I'll add that to the queue. We'll listen to it, and then also it's very interesting because this is also the same person who made this. Uh, um, this is also the same person who made this. Where is it? Made this shit. Well, I mean, like, ugh, it's so. We're gonna listen to this song, and then we're gonna do Gator Game. So yeah, I haven't. I feel like I've heard of Slime Girls before, but I don't remember what. This is interesting. The code too. This does sound very cody. I like it. It's hot down here, dude. This is reminding me of something. Strangely, that exact sound that they're using right now, the one for the main song, reminds me of a game that I used to play like years ago on my freaking tablet and phone. It was the PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator. Kind of reminds me of reminds me of this one, which is actually a song that I really liked. I'm gonna listen to this on my own. Yeah, I'm gonna add this to my listen list. Oh, I also have to do this Forever How Long by Black Country New Road, as well as this House album. I gotta listen to this. I gotta listen to this Violet Pony album, this Figure album, this Scary Jokes album. I got a lot of albums. Oh, the Mars Volta one too, and this one, 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 and okay. I gotta stop looking at them. I have too much. I like how every sound is kind of playing off each other. Like especially that guitar playing off the main synth. I like how it's getting more crunchy as it fades out. Okay, kind of reminds me of this song a little bit. It's a little different. It's definitely different, but I think the synths just remind me of this. It's also a 9 minute long song for background music for for the Valentine's Day update of this video game, but of this mobile game. But I really like it. And we're 2 minutes in, and I'm gonna pause it there. I had it a little too loud, and so now that it's stopped, it hurt my ears. Try Honey Jam Master Beats. Honey, honey pie, honey, honey, honey pie. Let's see. Forgot I don't have Songify open. Mm. I love these sort of calm lo-fi beats that this might go in my sleep playlist. So congratulations right there. And the stream background playlist, I'll do that. And nah, I won't put in that one. Viewer songs definitely. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This is so chill. I love this. I'm trying to think of songs that I know that I like this. I know a lot of lo-fi songs, but ones that are like this, like specifically like this chill. I think there's one in here. Was it Lush? I think it might have been Lush. I'm gonna add a few to the queue and see which one it was that I was thinking of. Got it from a Fortnite map? Whoever put it in that Fortnite map has got great taste. Yeah. This is one of my this is one of the ones I got. This one is a little less. It's got a different vibe to it, but I like it. And then I have two more. Well, I'll probably skip through these ones. I'm trying to remember what this one was. That's right. I'll give a little sneak peek of this one, and then a second, and then another one. Then we'll get at it, and then we'll play freaking Gator game. Chef isn't here, though. Poor Chef, he's gonna have to miss it. Ah, but I don't feel like playing Gator game without Chef. He's like vital. I'll catch him up, yeah. Okay, so there's that one. I'm gonna skip to this one. Oh yeah, this one was different. I'll skip a little bit. It's pretty much the same throughout the whole song. Then one that I've been really into is One Heart, who you probably know the song. A lot of people definitely know the song, but it's a very good song. What about it? What about Minecraft? This is not Minecraft. I hate to break it to you. I really hate to break it to you. Yeah, hate to break it, but this is you might be thinking of Flake. This is like the Minecraft snow song. This is a banger too, but let me. Where's it get good? That's right. True, the last one does have a lot of Minecraft vibes. Anyway, let's do Gator game. I freaking pinged Chef one more time. Hey, if he doesn't get here, that's his bad. Hold on, let me do this. 4-2. Almost messed that up. 4-2-4-9-4. 4-2-4-9-3. 4-2-4-9-4. There we go. Ever heard of Fonk? Yeah. Actually, my sister asked me about Fonk earlier today. I was like, some of it's good. I can appreciate some good funk. That being said, one of the things that I do not like about funk is how the music gets far away for so long. If you know what I mean, if you know what I mean. Like it gets quiet for a while. I'm like, where'd my music go? Like I'm enjoying like what was it, Meta World? That's a banger. And then like it gets like really quiet and like far away, and I'm like, I like that song. I was enjoying it. It's like half the song that is far. But I like some funk. There's some good funk. Did you turn up your volume and it gets loud? Yeah. Yeah. My ears are going. Just blast out my eardrums. Okay, let's just get to Gator Game. Let's just do Gator Game. Um okay, where did we leave off last time? Oh yeah. We helped the Gator. Gave her a hug and everything. Well, we didn't help the Gator. Inko did, but whatever. Let's get into the Gator Game. Blast my phone on the way to the gym. Blast funk on the way to my gym, I see. Or metal. Metal's fire. I'd probably blast metal more, but hey, funk does get you pumped a little bit. Does definitely get you pumped. Boom, boom, boom. I like what's the song? I like the in the living room. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. Okay, enough of this. No, I didn't mean to start like that. Let's go here. Did you just see me do that? Okay. Did you just see me do that? Did you just see me do that? I overrided our save. Hold up. Let me quickly freaking. Ow! Okay, we're back. Bug guy shaved. Hey, I couldn't read a few days ago, so it's even. I'm just making sure I'm still there. Okay. God, we made it back. Why'd I override this? Hold up. Override this one. There we go. Now we're back. Actually, go back one so that we can have this picture. Anyway. There we go. Autocorrect is my Lord and Savior. Autocorrect screws me over sometimes in the dumbest way possible. I typed may one time, like I may do this. And I can't remember what it autocorrected to, but it didn't even fit in the sentence remotely. And I'm like, so may is a word. I'm like, bro. No, it is a one that it often corrects. It corrects it to is, and I'm like, it is. Let me type it is. It's really weird. It's so weird. I don't know what my autocorrect is learning from me, but clearly bad typing habits. Knocking on his door, the pterosaur, that's right, pterosaur professor didn't even bat an eye at the poorly hidden girl. Simply stepped aside and let us through. Ben was looking our way, but I chose to pay him no mind. Everything I had heard. Olivia didn't even register he was here. Simply rolled herself back to the back of the classroom and threw a door into what I guessed was Iatakon's supply closet. One moment. My sister says bye. You know what? I'm an idiot. It's a dark room, isn't it? I cannot. Okay, this sentence just ruined my. What is going on? The stares of my other class. Oh, stares like eyes. Okay. The stares of my other classmates abated thankfully as our teacher continued his lecture. Taking my own seat, I focused on Iyatakon. As much as I could, at least. My muddled thoughts kept distracting me the whole period. Just before the bell rings, Iyatakon stares me dead in the eye. He points with a stern finger directly at me, and then to the floor to signal, "You, stay." Is he angry? Is he angry? I mean, you can never tell. So, I mean, he slams his hands on his desk very loudly to start class, but he is not angry, whatever. So, whatever. It's dark. Oh, because... Wow. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, man. My tea went cold. It's fine. I don't think he would do that. I don't think... This was a year ago. That was before this. Once everyone else has left, he closes the class door and locks it. So, care to explain? Explain, sir? He opens the door in the back and signals Olivia to come out. The mud, the drenched clothes, the declaration of sanctuary. I was having a bad day. She's looking a bit better, still drained, but she's not shivering. Her rat still sits on her lap, and Iyatakon extends a finger down to scratch under his chin. Oh, I can see that. Takes a seat against a nearby desk, waves a hand for Olivia to go on. When she doesn't, he shifts his hand to me. I look between the two of them. Mr. Iatakon's expectant leer, and Olivia's pleading eyes. Ultimately, I shake my head in the negative. I'm tired. I did not register what just happened at all. I'm usually on point. Oh, God. Okay, so. He said, oh, to go on, I thought he, okay, I'm really not in it today. So go on as in speak. She doesn't say. Looks between the two. He wants to know. She doesn't want to say. Shake my head in the negative. I just helped Olivia get out of the rain. Of course. He slouches further atop the desk. Can I tell you some other time? Sure. Okay, so there's still a little bit of... So clearly when she's around Inko, there's still a little bit of wibble wobble with embarrassment almost. She still definitely views him pretty highly, and as someone that, even speaking about something that we both just went to together, feels a little strange with. Because she doesn't want to be viewed as a little lower, which of course we wouldn't. Inko wouldn't view her that way, but there's still the mental barrier that makes. Okay, never mind, I am on point today. Okay, but she still clearly has that. She knows Iyatakon way better, and she still clearly has that connection with him so far. And so, clearly, if we aren't there, then she'll feel more comfortable. Whatever it was, it looks like you two recovered pretty well. Olivia doesn't answer verbally, instead giving him a bashful smile and a nod. Was it about your work again? Yeah. Oh, this girl. He turns to me and points a thumb at her. You know, the work she's so concerned about absolutely wrecks the grading curve in my class. For the sake of the other students, they had to put a limit on extra credit assignments. Really? Yeah, never before would I even consider such a restraint. Why punish someone for working too hard? I would think to myself. Okay, this is interesting. I see what he's doing. Okay, he's trying to build something up. Now, this is something that sometimes happens, where, like, imagine your parent is talking to another parent or someone else, and they, like, embarrass you in front of them by saying something like, oh, he's so good at this and this, or they're so good at this and this and this, and they're like, do this, and you're like, stop it. I think that's kind of what he's doing, but in a beneficial way, because I'm not sure because he clearly realized the barrier that was kind of there that it was keeping her from speaking. He wants to try to break that barrier down, or to at least take it down. And 4 years ago, this little green goblin comes rolling into my class. Half a semester and more than a few angry calls from parents later, my hands were tied. Young lady simply does dang too much. Too dang much. Olivia smiles but doesn't look up from her pet. Was that much better than all the other students? Well, no. I don't grade by technique. If I did, you'd be in big trouble, Inko. What'd you... He makes it. He makes it. He makes it. I tried to do... I was like, come on. We're starting... He makes it. We haven't done too much. So basically, do I want to recap? Yeah, I mean, you make it before we continue on too deep. You made it in a time that I can explain everything that's happened, and also what I've gone in depth into. Or you can watch what I've gone in depth into later. Because that might be a little bit to explain, but basically, we entered Mr. Yatakon's class, and Olivia went to the... We were late and everything. Olivia went to the back of the class, and there's, like, a room back there, and she just, like, went in that room. He let her go into that room, and then she sat there the whole class. At the end of the class, Mr. Yatakon told us to stay put, and then after everybody's gone, he brings Olivia back out, and then he asks what happened. And then there's hesitation. Like, he has an expecting look. He wants to know. But Olivia kind of is like, hello, Italian. Wow. Wow. But he wants to know, but what I noticed is that there's this kind of barrier that Olivia still has. And I believe it's because she still respects us so much and thinks of us as in a way that she feels as though, and also based on previous things, you know, everything that's happened in the past clearly before we got here, she feels uncomfortable kind of talking about even what we just went through together with someone else in the room other than Mr. Yatakon. And so she has that kind of hesitation. We say what happened, and then right now he's basically talking about how freaking good at art Olivia is, and I assumed it's kind of to try to break down that barrier. That's the main gist. Olivia's work was very good even then, but the main thing I admire is how motivated she can be. I haven't seen someone so enthused to just paint in years. I was taking a nap, man. Fire. Okay, fire. Certainly haven't seen anyone so enthused, and I had to change the rules like that. How could you start without me? I posted that an hour and a half ago in my Discord. Still, it was a little late on my end, but still, an hour and a half. Yeah, you were EP. I'm very EP too. It took me a hot second to understand what was going on just a second ago. I haven't seen someone so enthused to paint in years. Certainly haven't seen anyone so enthused, and I had to change the rules like that. We were worried it would stop me. Was I? Definitely sounds like me, but it didn't stop you, not even a little. Heck, that you even got me to see some things differently. I don't think I ever did anything like that. You did when you came in after class that Friday before Mother's Day. Take a look at this. I'm handed the quill pen, and the first thing I note about it is how soft the feather portion is. Did she give him the quill pen? It's the special pen you always use. It's actually for my wife. Oh, she didn't give him the pen. Okay. Whoa. Inspecting it closer, I can see more of the intricate details. From the faded engravings on the shank to the maintained but worn point. It's well made and kept, and yet the feather and brass showed its age. She came in that afternoon. Oh, Olivia's expression changed. His expression changed too. A more serious topic, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay. She came in that afternoon with a whole stack of crumpled painting drafts, so frustrated she couldn't get it right, and so determined to make it perfect. I said, any of these would be great. Your aunt would love any of these. And she fires back. Covering up Olivia. Okay, how about this? How's that? It went from this to this. Their expressions both kind of changed a little bit. More serious topic? Can't tell. I mean, probably. But it kind of feels like more of a resting place. Okay. She fires back. If it's not good enough for me, why would it be good enough for someone I love? I did not have an answer. Interesting. Okay. So, we all know this. We know this so far, but this hammers down the point that she seems to value others way more than she values herself. But even then, in that answer, not good enough for me, is like, she still puts herself at a, like, in this context or in this sentence, it appears as though she kind of puts herself at still kind of a high point as the main judger and stuff like that. Or it could be the opposite. I'm just dumb, but did not have an answer. That is an interesting question. So we tell her to take a step back. We take a few hours to go over fundamentals once more. I send her home to try getting it right over the weekend. And come Monday, she returns and hugs me first thing. That Friday night, though, what she said was on my mind. Talked about it all night with my wife, and that morning I decided to make a change for myself. My wife was molting at the time, so there's always a new feather or three in our blankets each morning. Took the biggest one, preserved it right, and got a bit of help to make it into a real pen. I've used it ever since. Oh, that's interesting. That's fascinating. Okay. I assume so. I mean, I guess so. A skin pen, I guess? I mean, like a hair pen. A hair pen. Ugh. I mean, people wear wigs, though. Made out of real hair. We use bows for violins that are made out of horsetail hair. I mean, we technically put the insides of freaking clams on our necklaces, so... I don't know. Still use it, though. Still use it, though. Clam balls. Yeah, you use clam balls and put them around your neck. I mean, that's not what I was getting at, but I mean, clam balls. Clam balls. Clam balls. Wigs. People wear wigs. Clams are yummy. I have not had clams before. Wigs. People use wigs with real hair. I mean, I love clam balls. I guess. I'm trying to think of like an equivalent. Could you? What if we made a pen out of human hair? I mean, they are different species, though. They are technically different species. Avian and raptor. Well, not raptor, more like pterodactyl type. It's pretty flimsy. No, you just like freaking take a ton and just shoot, 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 just like a wrap it up. And then, nah. Anyway, it helps me remember to do my job right for the people I care about and for the people my students care about. That's interesting. So Olivia, through her actual interesting. Clearly, Olivia has had kind of a critical thinking moment in a strange way. A hairpen. That is true. Just a human hairpen. God damn. Okay, enough of this. Enough of this. No more human hairpens. Skin jacket. Okay, for people I care about and for the student. Okay, so clearly Olivia had a critical thinking, well, not critical maybe not critical thinking, but like kind of similar vein when frustrated about making the painting. Which, in turn, if you ask questions like that, like she asked, interesting point to learn from. And Yatakon clearly did that. Surprised him. Pretty good. But that's an interesting thing. I really like that. Helps me remember to do my job right for the people I care about and for people my students care about. That is true. Having something physical, like one thing, I want to go off on a little bit of a tangent. One thing that people struggle with is motivation to do something better. Like you know that 3 a.m. motivation that you get. Like maintaining that, whether it be for getting something done or becoming a better person or doing things differently, whether it be in his case for a better cause. It's often hard for people to keep that, but one thing that does very much help with that is a physical item that is often made or created or at least tampered with a little bit that means a lot to the person, whether it be something that they created. For me, I will say I think it's this hat. For me, I think it's the hat that I made, or maybe my jacket, the pins that I have on my jacket. I do have a couple of those, but you know, physical items, generally things that one person really likes, or a thing that they made, like for me, my hat, can be a reminder and can sort of continue that motivation throughout a longer period of time, or at least bring it up a lot more. And it's a very interesting thing, like the connection of a emotion or a greater good to a object that you have often or use often. Also, same thing with music for me. Music is a kind of a thing like that for me, but it's very interesting stuff. I think what it was, it's that childlike reasoning that comes so naturally for the youth. My aunt gave me a stuffed toy and I still have all of them. That's awesome. Low key, that's awesome. I still have all my stuffed animals. That's low key fire. Low key fire. I kept my slippers, my old slippers. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. That's actually fire. Actually, love that so much. Comes so naturally for the youth. Childlike reasoning. That reasoning makes a type of innocent, earnest dedication, something I think I'd lost for a while. True. True. A lot of people say kids are dumb. But and even freaking Walden. we read Walden at my school, or Henry David Thoreau's Walden. And even in that book, even in that bibliography, not bibliography, biography, Henry David Thoreau even talks about how we kind of have to learn from the youth a little bit, the innocence that comes with being youth, because that can lead to, honestly, even better moral ideas than one person may think. And that earnest dedication, yeah, just like that. It's very interesting. I like that. Don't give me so much credit. You haven't lost it, have you? Damn, all I got from that book was trying to limit your taxes. Oh, Thoreau. I disagreed with a lot of what Thoreau had to say, but he had some fire points. He had some ass points. uh, but all you got from that book was try to limit your taxes. I don't blame you. It was a little boring at some points. It did kind of drag on, and also, I think we have a better teacher for discussion. Maybe. Uh, good. Don't lose it for me, okay? You haven't lost that for. Oh. You haven't lost it, have you? He's asking. He's throwing her this question, and her response, just a little smile, because she realizes she hasn't lost it, and she's through this moment, she's beginning to realize she deserves more credit, and that he's clearly building a different foundation for her. He's trying to build up a different foundation that's more so built on appreciation for oneself. And by using that interesting, very interesting lack of appreciation for oneself back then to help show how even then she was way better than she thought. Good, don't lose it for me, okay? Okay. Hey, she looked back up at him. Oh. See, I wish teachers were more like this. Freaking, like, psychology level awesome ones. Anyway. Yadakon yawns and stretches. Feeling alright to go to your next class? Yes, I'm ready. Great. Claps a hand over my back. We should do this again sometime. Yes! Okay. Building community among a 3-person thing. If you didn't know this, communities tend to be way better and way more personal, and just people tend to be built for small communities of like 8 or 9 and below. And so, because that personal connection is there, and I love this so much. Dude, Iyatakon is the GOAT of this game. Iyatakon is the best character. Maybe not the... He is a very good character. Dude is actually, like, the perfect teacher. Like, ever. Iyatakon ushers us out of his classroom. As the late bell trills, handing us a note he'd rapidly scrawled on. Miss Prockling didn't seem enthused to see us come in late, but sighed as she read the late note from Iyatakon. As I took my usual spot, I felt something odd in the corner of my eye. Looking up to see it was Olivia looking my way, that smile on her face. One that spoke so many words, yet I couldn't figure out what. All I could do was try to match it before focusing on Miss Prockling's latest lecture. As more time passes, the art contest fades into the background. Last week I had a scare when Principal Scalar called me to her office. I feared that they'd figured out what Olivia did, and I assumed I was a part of it, just as she predicted. Luckily, that wasn't the case. Instead, she wanted to inform me that they had no leads as to who could have done the swap. Since it was tampered, it would be removed from the contest. No skin off my back, honestly. As compensation, she gave me one of the runner-up prizes, a coupon for some pizza from some Italian restaurant called Dino Mo's. Not the biggest pizza fan, but not a bad prize to get after all this. Saving it for a rainy day. Oh, dude, my freaking heart. Yo. Dude, my heart. That's so... Saving it for a rainy day. Hell yeah, dude. Oh. Yo. That's so cute. Oh. Yeah, that rainy day. That's... Saving it for a day like that last one. Yeah. Day in which I hugged the gator and got the achievement for hugging the gator. Oh, saving it for a rainy day. Hell yeah. Okay, so, saving it for a day where... A time where he can bring... Also, this would bring... If he saves it for a rainy day... You may not realize this, but this would bring more attention to the good side of the rainy days. And I assume rainy days, especially spent between Olivia and Inko, would bring back that day of what happened at least once during whatever rainy day it is. But by having it be good every time, brings back that it brings back the best points of it. And that's so cute. However, found myself in a conundrum of my own doing. Oh god. My peers' concerns about my entry were resolved, but I hadn't accounted for the new questions about my portfolio. My paint portfolio. Oh god. The few times I showed off my photography work, they'd be mildly impressed at best. They were never upfront about it either. No, instead I got the runaround. Oh, yeah, these are nice, Inko. Not bad, but, what about what you did for the contest? Can't even be mad about it. This is just another misunderstanding. Unintended lie, from my side of things. But then I had a thought. What if it wasn't a lie? What if I actually was good at painting? After working at it for the past month... Yeah, no, I can't unscrew this. For the past 3 weeks, I've been staying after school making use of one of the club rooms to practice. Go, did you listen to any of the tips I gave you? Oh, she's teaching it. That's so cute. Using everything I had at my disposal. Namely, the textbooks for Mr. Yatacon and how-to tutorials online. I'd stay as late as possible trying to get the same skill level as Olivia. Ooh, envy. Okay, not envy, but he wants to be... Now okay, this is interesting. Now Inko's growing as a character. Is that they sort of present it like it's just, just like him, like, what if I could paint? But that is being, like, moved and kind of driven. Yeah, true. Dude's mouth and eyes and eyebrows just kind of appear. That is being driven by the fact that he recognizes how good Olivia is at painting, and it's clear that that's not out of envy, but it's more out of an appreciation and just a desire to be, how do I put this, good enough for Olivia? It's interesting. Because another thing that happens in relationships is that the interests of one person tend to also kind of imprint on the other person, and they begin to share interests that they didn't share before. If they share interests already, they begin to share interests that they did before. It's very interesting. Here he goes. And as I stare at the horrid acrylic monstrosity before me, I can do nothing but weep at my own inadequacies. Not actually weep, but squinting at the Lovecraftian horror before me, I can maybe see a little progress drowning in the madness of excess paint. Olivia had made a good on her promise to teach me around the time I asked Mr. Eoticon to borrow the keys to the spare room, and while I memorized all of her teachings down to the letter... What am I even looking at? You trying an abstract sort of thing here? It was an attempt at a self-portrait, actually. Could probably post it online and some rich asshole would buy it. Is that good? No. Never trust the opinions of people on the internet. Learn that the hard way. That's an interesting little toss, little line toss there. Just the recognition that if something good is posted on the internet, someone will find a way to hate it. And that's especially evident with, I mean, the best examples I can think of is like things like music and stuff like that. Or even things like art. Like, let's say there's a very good artist, but they're a furry. People will say your art sucks, but it's just because they don't like furries. And then like another, Instagram is an incredible, Twitter. But another example that I can think of is artists. Yonkagor, true, is artists in music. I was about to say music. Is like really popular artists tend to get dogged on by a massive amount of people because people just don't like when something's popular. Like, actually, I haven't run into any Yonkagor hate because nobody knows them. True. I bet there probably is, though. I bet there definitely is. Just like nobody knows him. And a lot of people should know him. Definitely. But, like, major artists, let's say one of the biggest artists or groups with one of the most hate is AJR, the band. And while I'm not the biggest AJR fan, I don't think they deserve the freaking, like, crippling hate that people give. Because... they just give them hate because they don't like when things are popular. Like, they just want to be different. They just, like, I'm not a big AJR fan. I do think they have some bad songs. I do think they have some good songs. I don't think they deserve the freaking, like, worst band ever or whatever. That so many people think. They're not that bad. Like, at all. It's crazy. It's weird. Interesting little jab there. After a brief period of awkward silence, I let myself collapse on the stool behind me and toss off the oily apron in frustration. At this rate, I'm going to be a double fraud or something. Perk. Splat. Damn. It's just she is barely surprised. Dude is like jump scared. Don't even have the energy to get angry. Probably looks better now, at least. Interesting. That's funny. How did Olivia get so good at this? Olivia, please, you gotta have some actual advice for me. She quietly humps to herself, slipping away a notebook she had splayed across her lap into her nearby bag. Well, when I want to draw, it's usually because I've got something on my mind. What, like inspiration? Kinda? More so that I just envisioned something and want to put that on a canvas. Interesting. Just like that. I get that a lot. I just don't do it because let me say it's very hard to film. I get the freaking filmer's version of that, and it's very hard to film. Very hard to get good camera shots with a bad camera. Amused then? I don't. The door of the studio flies open, and Damien quickly storms inside. Okay, she's dead. He's surprised, and he's about to kill somebody. Inko, Olivia, are you guys here? He takes a heavy breath as his vision darts around the room. Yeah, we're right here. After a moment of surprise, I raise my arm to catch his attention. Damien, what's wrong? The hyperactive Typhlosaurus spots me, taking a final breath before jogging over. Guys, I need to ask you something. What? Is everything alright? Something happening? Can't help but panic. I've never seen Damien this flustered. Do you want to come to the arcade with me, Liz? Okay, Damien. This guy. Just, we both just like... Is that it? Yeah, that's what I said. Wait. When was this decided? I thought something bad happened. Nope, just asking. Liz has already had the car prepped and everything. Oh. Probably should have expected that, but still. How did you know we were here? Damien, chill for... Yeah, dude. Just wants to invite us to the arcade, dude. Damien's low-key a fire character. Seems like... Yes! That is some shit you would pull. 100%. I feel like I would pull that too. I probably would do that. I just don't. Who would pull that? I feel like there's a lot of people that would pull that. Logan would pull that, you know. I didn't. I just kept opening doors until I found you two. Damn. Been at it for a while, actually. Damien's eyes dart to the canvas that lies on the floor next to me. Working on your next masterpiece? Oh, painting sideways is probably one of your trade secrets, huh? Olivia hides her snicker with her hand. Oh, he still doesn't know. Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. Yeah, that's right. Don't tell anybody. I leaned down to pick up the canvas and place it upright, deciding to remove the ugly painting and place it in the corner of the room to dry. Anyway, how about it? To the arcade? The olive baryonyx fidgets, her brow lowered in contemplation as she considers the question. The arcade. It's not like I had any other plans today. Sure, why not? She's clearly reluctant. Still, sort of the disdain for the past, like or at least there's still a little bit of that there. She's grown a lot, but there's still a little bit of that, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I guess you could say disdain for the past, but more so lack of, like, she doesn't think she's as good as she was back then. And to go back would be, like, embarrassing. It's interesting. She still has a little bit of... Wait, don't just... Oh. And now he's just gonna... God damn. Oh, very angry. Okay. Inko, Olivia, there you are. Damien was taking so long to get you. I was about to come and find you myself. This time, both Damien and I are wheezing for air. Despite Olivia's protests and hesitation, Damien had wasted no time in grabbing her by the handlebars and sprinting for the exit. I chased after them. All the while, Olivia screamed like a banshee as she was pulled through the hallway at a breakneck pace. Yeah, just take a deep breath and stand upright. Olivia's claws have dug into her armrest, and she's definitely trying to kill Damien with her glare, which he happily ignores. Why didn't you just message me or something? I wanted to, but didn't want to ruin your concentration, man. So instead, you kicked the art room door open. Yep. Liz had the good grace to look embarrassed on Damien's behalf. She's very angry. Clearly, I like how Damien is handling this. This is very interesting. That's kind of fire. Because, you know, in situations like this, generally, if someone has, like, a disdain for something like that, but, like, it's kind of quickly forced in a way, strangely, generally, it's because there's still a part of them that's, like, freaking, like, there's still a part of them that, like, kind of wants to go and, like, what if? And so she's not actually, like, attacking him right now. And she's still gonna go. I know that we're still gonna go to the arcade. And then she's gonna realize, damn, that was fun. But she's protesting very heavily. But she hasn't exactly done anything to not go, other than that. So, it's very interesting how he's handling this. Yeah, you gave it a little bit of extra time, right? I've been staying late for forever now. He's definitely clueless. And he definitely doesn't know what he's doing. But I can see where this is going. Can't hide the wince. Wait, hold on. I'm saying, yeah, I gave you a little bit extra time, right? You've been staying late forever. Oh, she's like, yeah, he has. Can't hide the wince. Hadn't occurred to me that more people would notice. Relax. Not like you're the only one. Yeah, sometimes I need to stay behind for student council and club meetings. Right, sure. So, come on, the car's in the students section. You can't prevent him if he is running down the hall. No, I mean, like, grab his hand or something. Like, freaking, like, attack him or something. If she really, really didn't want to go. And if this had happened maybe 2 weeks before present day, I think she would have freaking, like, she could also stop the wheels and just, like, flung him over. That would have been fire. If this has happened 2 weeks before, I bet she probably would have fucking killed him. Oh no, I bent my bracelet. And I bent it back. Okay. But the Dino duo start towards the student parking lot, heading towards a rather odd but well-kept sedan. Olivia grumbles silently to herself, but follows after nonetheless. Exactly. She didn't force her into the car, but she still followed. Come on, dude. It'll take a few minutes to get Olivia in, and then 30 to get to the arcade. 30? Won't take that long, damn it. A few minutes to get Olivia in, and then 30 to get the Olivia Hobson wheels herself into the passenger side, opening the door for herself. Do you need any? It's fine. To punctuate her statement, Olivia uses her strong arms to lift herself onto the armrests. And with more grace than I thought possible from the olive-scaled girl, she manages to flop down into the passenger seat. I stare at the abandoned chair, wondering where to put it. I've got room in the trunk, Inko. Clunk! The trunk lid pops open with a heavy thunk to punctuate that. It takes me more time than I admit to figure out how to undo the locks and actually collapse the chair. Once it's done, I am able to slide it into the spacious storage area easily. Damien had already hopped through the window of the front passenger seat by the time I'm done, as if he'd practiced the maneuver. Hopped through the window is crazy. Clack, clack, clack. I simply open the door behind Liz's seat and watch as a pile of soda cans empty onto the pavement below. Sorry. Those are from this morning. I just toss them in the back seat when I'm done. How many? Pile of soda cans from this morning. Surprised this doesn't make you use a bag. I do. Damn. Damien pulls up an overflowing plastic bag as if it were a trophy. In a morning? Why haven't you tossed all those bottles out already? I'm saving them for a project about recycling. Plus, I'm also going to use a couple of them for a sculpture. Saves me the trouble of going out and finding the aluminum. And I get to drink as much soda as I want. Don't really say anything, as Damien scoops out the rest of the cans from the floor of the car and puts them in a bag, which he then stuffs in the car's trunk before giving me and Olivia a thumbs up. I like just like this friend dynamic going on. It's very healing, definitely for Olivia, because they did not have this. They had this in, what, freshman year, and then they didn't have it for years, and now it's back. Very interesting, very interesting. Alright, dudes, we're ready to go. This is a fire. It's just a fire little picture. Hey! I nod and sink into the semi-clean seat. My hand searches for the buckle of the seatbelt and brushes against something warm and soft. There's a tiny gasp next to me, and the comfortable mystery in my hand is yanked away. It's definitely her tail. Huh? Look to Olivia, her hand held to her chest. Her green face has a scarlet tinge, and her mirror-shade eyes glare holes through my head. You okay? The emerald-scaled girl turns her maw from me. Oh, a little smile. That's fire. Definitely just freaking, like... Interesting. Okay, so normally when someone brushes you... Okay, think of this. I like how they're playing this, but I mean, like, it's kind of... Of course they would play this way. But, like, it's interesting to just kind of bring up. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but... To bring up. But I'm gonna bring it up anyway. When someone brushes your knee, you don't think twice. But clearly, if it's someone you have a crush on, then it becomes more noticed. The Emerald-scaled girl turns her mouth for me. I stifle a mystery chuckle at that. The warmth of my palm fades, however, and leaves my hand feeling lost. Okay, all the safety checks are done. Oh my god. I think 20 times when he... Okay, I do think when somebody brushes my legs, but I don't like freaking smile about it. Also, I don't like freaking smile and blush about it. I freaking like, okay, I'm gonna move my knees closer. Don't brush my knees. That's like when your knee hits someone else's knee, I'm like, okay. Then I move my knee away so that it doesn't happen again. But oh my fucking god. What is this? How do you... God dang. This corkscrew just... Liz gets into the driver's seat and grips the steering wheel. Outside, she's craning her neck to check on the mirrors and tires. This doesn't look like craning to me. Wait. Liz drives with her head sticking out of the window? Has any blood reaching in it? Liz pokes her head in. What's that? Her neck snakes inside and coils around the hook in the middle of the car. Then with practiced motion, her neck continually coils until her head sits atop the neck roll, as if no different from someone putting on shoes. Kind of looks like a giant scale-covered scarf. How do you... God. There's even still enough space for her to see the windows and check behind her. Inko? Wasn't anything important. Alright. But the city, right? I've actually been wanting to see it a bit more close up for a Yatacon's class. Do you know about how much gas money you're gonna burn through to take a detour around here? Good, because neither do I. Let's do it! Okay, Damien is the goat. Hey, what? No! Barely have enough as is. Being on the way is fine. Looking forward to it as well. You sure? Yeah, I'll point out some stuff I remember all along the way. You're my tour guide now. Don't make me change my mind. Glad that's settled. Everyone buckled in, right? Liz pulls away from the school parking lot, starting down the opposite direction. I've always entered and exited. Weird to think, but the edge of my world was as close as a right turn out of my own school. Then again, I still haven't been living here long. Anybody want a station? Don't ever think I've listened to the radio here either. Liz and Olivia hardly seemed to glance in Damien's direction as well. Suit yourselves! Within the span of a few seconds, the natural ambience of the road is replaced with the loud sound of decades-old rock music, sending vibrations throughout the car and everyone in it. Generic, like AC/DC type? Okay. Just as fast as it comes, however, it stops as Libs haphazardly yanks the volume knob counterclockwise, toning the music down to a bearable level. Damien frowns for a moment, but he doesn't seem to contest her decision. Bzzz. What the... I turned off all notification stuff except for messages and calls. Between all the people I messaged, there's only one who isn't inside the car. Ben. Checking the screen, I see... Oh, never mind. Oh, wait. There's only one who isn't inside the car. Okay. Yonkagore. Yonkagore. Any song requests, man? I love songs. Seriously? I don't know, Damien. As long as it isn't twangy country music. Sure, sure. Wait, you've been texting? How long? Yeah, since like the first week of school. Oh, we never freaking texted her. What the heck, dude? Let me see your phone. Hand it over and open the contact creation page. She taps the first few numbers and pauses. And sheepishly yanks her phone out of her coat pocket. Can't even remember your own phone number. She doesn't know her own number? Olivia finishes tapping in her number and heads back. I know my phone number by heart. And it only took me like 2 days. She's so mean. It's not that hard to remember a phone number. I mean, what if your phone's dead? Actually, I don't know what. Oh, I hate to be that guy. What if your phone's dead? Because because, like, your phone's probably not going to be dead when you're asking somebody. When somebody wants your number. But what if? Ever since I had to swap numbers last year, I've just been too lazy. Okay. My mom's number. Fuck it, so I'll just call her. That's funny. I remember my dad's number. I don't remember my brother's number or anything like that, but... It's been a year, but you still don't know? Haven't you had to type in your phone number to things? Like for codes and stuff like that? That's how I memorized mine. I just typed it in for codes and I was like, okay, I got that. Twice? Hey, if you only had to do it twice, then I can't blame you. I'm a little confused about twice, but... I mean, she entered herself as live long. Okay, I want to decipher this, but... Kind of fire. Ah, sounds vaguely oriental. Bzzzt. Oh, fire test. Yep, got it. Bzzzt. Although I've already lost one of my accounts since it didn't have an email and I had my old number. God damn. That's so okay. This is the type of shit I get sent. Test. Yep, I got it. That's fire. This is fire. Alt print screen. I'm gonna make that an actual reaction image for myself. Was bad though, barely. This is fire. That was uncalled for. That's why I sent it. She giggles at her own joke, and despite being the butt of the mood in the car, she was too high to hold it against her. Yeah, alt print screen. What alt print screen does is that if you have multiple monitors, so I have multiple monitors, right? I have 2 monitors. If I press print screen, that prints both monitors. But if you press alt print screen, that only takes a screenshot of the monitor that you are currently on. So like the monitor that your mouse is on, or that, you know, your computer is focusing on. So alt print screen takes just a picture of the game. If I were to just press print screen, it takes a screenshot of both monitors. Learned that myself. Very useful. Anyway. Windows Shift S lets you select what the screenshot. Alt print screen is just easier though. I do have it on my Stream Deck though. I can't just do this. Okay, never mind. What the hell? Okay, hold up. If I press screenshot... Okay, there we go. Done. Got it. But it's like right here. It's just like cool button. It's just like cool button. You can do... Oh. I'm streaming my services. I'm not streaming. I did the publish thing, but I don't want to freaking. I'm also gonna end real soon, but it feels bad when I do that. Also, your announcements is closed. Your announcements is for 1. Cool button. What? Oh, cool button. Thank you. Cool button. What do you mean? Your announcements is closed. It's the best way I'm gonna explain that. Tis an observation of mine that I have not posted a single message in that. What if I just did it in the lounge chat? What if I just did it in the lounge chat? I just saw your DM, Chef. Oh shit, I was taking a nap. No. Anyway. For instance, she giggles at her own joke, and despite being the butt of the mood in the car, is too high to hold it against her. I laugh at my own fucking messages too much, dude. I like send something that I find funny, and then I'm like, I'm like dying laughing, and I'm like, okay. Before long, the dense forestry starts giving way to more urban developments. More and more decorative palm trees start dotting the paths as well. The silhouette of the city gets closer, and we approach one of those spaghetti junctions leading up to it. Also, how was your day, Yoru? And how was your day, Chef? Forgot to ask you that, too. The result of decades of poor infrastructure decisions, multi-million-dollar projects promising to fix all of the traffic if they just built one overpass. It was alright. Tired after the phone thing? Understandable. There's a foul smell in my 5th hour class. A foul smell. It smells so bad. Hey, at least the phone thing is finished. That was so strange to get in my freaking middle of class. I'm like, guys, I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, oh, what happened? But, poor charger. Dude's head got taken off. Anyway, actually just sewage. Casual thing, and I want to sleep again. Go get some rest. Go get some rest. I do not mind. Go EP. I also am really tired. I gotta go to bed soon. I have a test tomorrow. I have a big test tomorrow. It's not actually that important, but entire building smelled like that. Entire building? Give me a headache the 2 minutes I was exposed to it. Since I never sleep. Yeah, I've been worrying about that a little bit. You gotta get more sleep. Is coral the stupidest animal or the smartest rock? I mean, coral is technically an animal. It does not qualify as a plant. So stupidest animal, I guess. Nah, the stupidest animal is actually me, but bye. Have a good night, have a good night. Get some good EP. But coral? Do you think Tyson could constitute as coral? Coral. Tyson coral. We gotta, okay. Tyson coral. Anyway. My fault. The result of decades of poor infrastructure decisions, multi-million-dollar projects promising to fix all the traffic if they just built one more overpass. Olivia's paying close attention to her phone. She scrolls lazily through some forum. It's so funny. Oh, nothing. Hey, Lizard Lounge. Oh boy, you're still browsing that, Olivia? He looked. Oh, Inko. Oh no, that's awkward. He looked over his shoulder. Why? Dude, I always try to hide my phone when someone's looking over my shoulder. I'm freaking like, no, don't look. Yeah. What is it? Don't tell him. It's this weird exclusionary. Get one of those privacy screen protectors. I want those so bad. Dude, I want one of those so bad, but they don't make them for my phone. Like, nobody makes any good ones for my phone anymore. It's not even that old of a phone. It's like actually pretty recent. I have a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. So they can't have it for a Galaxy S20 FE. Why? FE. It's like a tiny, it's like a marginal upgrade. Yeah. Yes, my phone's I got a woman phone. What is the difference between Galaxy S20 and FE? Fairly larger. Oh, so Galaxy S20 FE is just bigger. Yes, she does. Not. Aha, it's a phone. It's this weird exclusionary class chat room. I can't say that word. I always struggle to say that word. Exclusionary. There we go. They only allow dinosaur women. Men and rather specifically human men are banned. Fascinating. Racial segregation? That's really... Did not expect Damien to scream racial segregation in this game, or at least in this part of the game. That's interesting. I kind of want to look deeper into this species segregation. I kind of want to look deeper into this. Did she have resentment towards? Not gonna lie, I fell asleep. I'm gonna fall asleep too soon. I got the Minecraft movie to watch tomorrow. But this is an interesting thing. Wake up! But, this is interesting. Okay, so clearly she looked at this chat room for a while. Because she said still? You're still looking into that? Which means maybe she had a little bit of a kind of strange opinion about humans? Maybe? Or maybe not, and she was fascinated, but I don't know. Racial segregation? Like you showed me once. People on it are really weird. Humans are banned? We weren't supposed to tell him. It's the last safe house for us on the internet. I think there's probably better places for that online for you to associate with. Yeah. Tell me about the racial segregation. It's not that. It's just how it has to be for our safety. Some dino girl can't be doing anything at all, and there's always at least 3 guys in the comments saying she looks like... Don't say it. They also really bring down the quality of the site. Look, it's explained in the rules that humans have 1/5 of the attention span of dinos. This is interesting. Okay. Freaking racial segregation. Do you think I should... Okay. Should I save it here and then get back to this next time? Because my brain is not prepared to talk about all of this. I'm not on the best streak today. I could talk really in depth about this. Yeah, this is a fire. This is such a fire. This is such a strange change of pace. I'm gonna save it here, actually. Such an interesting... Okay, I could get really deep into that. That is a really, really big point of topic of discussion. We got racial segregation. That's interesting. Okay. That conversation may take an hour. I swear to God. That's so interesting. That is so interesting. I could go for so long about that. Okay. I'm getting ideas, but I probably don't even have all the ideas in my head now. Hey. Freaking Anthony Fantano posted a new review of an album. Time to post in the comments again about React to Monica Monsters by Violet. Okay. You gotta watch We Bear Bears. That's fire. Yo. We Bear Bears is actually goated. Low key. Low key We Bear Bears is fire. So song of the day, exclamation mark. Song of the day. Go listen to that. People Watching by Sam Fender. Very interesting song. The album was kind of underwhelming. I listened to the whole thing and I got pretty bored. But the first song is really good. Also go listen to more Cave Town. Have not been able to get their first album out of my rotation the past few days, and go listen again. Give Hug All Your Friends another listen. Just give it a good deep listen. The lyrics, just everything. Just sit down, lay back, and just listen to that song. It's such a good song. Challenge of the week. What should the challenge of the week be? Let's see. Also, averaging 3 viewers most of the time. Last stream we averaged 3.5, which is very good for me for the progress. What should the challenge of the week be? Actually, I think I have one. Okay. Every day of the week, try to spend some quality time with a friend or a member of your family. Just every day, spend some quality time with somebody. Yeah. And then pretty good. Just about finished this hat. I have the brim and everything done. I just gotta fasten these strings off, and then we'll have yet another hat added, and I'm gonna start pumping these things out like crazy. So, and then I'm gonna make an Etsy, and then people can buy the hats if they want. It's gonna be fire. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Play some Gator game, listen to some music. Stream tomorrow, more Gator game tomorrow. Might be streaming with Yoru. Gotta check with her about that. But more Gator game tomorrow. Gonna talk about racial segregation. And that that's really funny. And then yeah. So see you all next time. Have a good night, day, wherever you are. And bye-bye. Good night.